Hi and welcome back. Episode 2 of my IC2 tutorial. I'm Bear again as usual. And I set up a few things in here. Last time we talked about the generator. And this time we're going to talk about the different generators in IC2. They're in IC2 experimental. There are heat generators. There are kinetic generators. And there are the plain generator, solar panel, reactor, and there are ways of storing the power created by them. They all have different levels of voltage. This is how you make the basic bat box, which is the low voltage. There is also the CESU, which is medium voltage. There is an MFE, which is high voltage. And then there's an MFSU, which would be extreme voltage. Now, I set up over here a display of different generators. It's not all the generators, but it's a assortment of generators of different types. Mainly the ones that you can get into early on in the game. Except for this one. This is a solar panel. This creates 1 EU per tick as long as it has sun. And it's been running here for a little while, filling up its bat box. This one here is a radioscopic thermal electric generator. This needs these RTG pellets. I'm looking over here, see if I can find it. Here they are. Needs these, which needs plutonium. So this is a pretty advanced thing to use. These are both just like the regular generator over there, where they put out power on all sides. Solar panel, you can't put it on top, so you can just put your bat box right next to it. This here is a heat generator. This is a solid heat generator. You put in some kind of burnable material that is solid. It'll create heat. This one's creating 20 heat units a tick, and it has to be paired with a Stirling generator, which is taking in the 20 heat units a tick and converting that over to 10 EU a tick. And you have a chance when doing this to get ash. Now, this here is a water mill. Water mills can be used in multiple different ways. You can either feed them water buckets for 2 EU a tick, or you can surround it with water and it will passively create 1 EU a tick. And I will go make a bucket in a minute and show you that. This here is a geothermal generator. This runs off of lava. You put a lava cell in, and it will start eating it up and creating you power. You can also pump the lava in. This here is a kinetic generator. This is a kinetic wind generator. There's a kinetic water generator. There's a manual one. You can sit and flip a switch. These take rotors. There are 4 different rotors. You have the wooden, the iron, steel, and carbon. The different sizes depend on how much wind it takes to move them. If you are very low like this one is, wood is probably the only one that'll work because there isn't enough wind here to turn it, but it creates very low amounts of power. This does 37 kinetic units, which is being converted over to 9.3 EU per tick. Now, if you put a carbon or steel rotor way up at like 128 or so, with nothing blocking it, you can create a lot of power out of these. If I remember correctly, the kinetic generator can put out a 128 max. Give me a sec here. Let me look. That's kinetic water, kinetic steam. That's the kinetic wind generator itself. I need the regular kinetic generator. 512 EU a tick is the maximum the kinetic generator can put out. So you can get a lot of different variety in the way you create your power. And there's also a IC2 has its own steam generator and its own way of creating power from steam. There is also a liquid fuel generator that creates heat, and a fermenter to make its own biomass and biogas. So there's a lot of different options when it comes to making power. And then you have what everybody loves in IC2, and that is the reactor. There are two different reactors, and we will get into those in their own video. But there is one that creates steam through coolant. It's the liquid reactor, and then there is the regular EU reactor that just creates electricity straight. So I hope you enjoyed this video about generators and storing the power. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and ask. And next time we will get into the machines of IC2. So have a great day. Thank you for watching.